84, 85, 86, 87.
This man, counting out the largest flea market jackpot I've ever seen, goes by Tech and Sport. He's a reselling millionaire that has sold over $30 million of used clothing online by doing deals just like this one.
96, 97, 98.
He agreed to let me shadow him for a weekend to find out how he buys and sells more items in one day than most resellers do in a month.
In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this interesting side hustle. This guy is making millions selling used t-shirts, clothing items, and yeah, it's a very interesting side hustle. Let's take a look, and by the end of the video I'm gonna give it a side hustle score, and this will help you decide whether this is something you want to get into or not. And I'm gonna be scoring this side hustle based on the following points, so let's get right into it.
102, 103, 104, 105.
I wanted to know how he became eBay's #1 clothing seller for over a decade and how he managed to turn old t-shirts into a generational fortune.
107, 108, 109.
He gave me an inside look at the deals he's doing at flea markets and thrift stores, showed me the vintage clothing store he owns, and even brought me to his secret warehouse, and he dropped wisdom the whole time.
We can get crippled down and bogged down by all of the education, none of the execution. 110, the most valuable asset to the business became the relationships and the product. 111, there is no balance. For what I do, there's no balance. It's all day rock and roll, and I'm happy with that, and I love it. 112. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Todo bien? Everything good?
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. This is why you come first, my friend. It's such a huge advantage when you get to go through it first. Dude, there's going to be nothing left after I'm done. Same metrics that we're always looking for.
Yeah.
$20 profit. My buy cost on this particular vendor is $5.
So every item that you're putting in this pile, you're making conservatively $20 on.
Yep. And we've got some good ones. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you when we're done.
So yeah, another interesting thing here. As you can see, he woke up early to go to, I don't know what kind of market this is, like used clothing market. So this is obviously going to be a problem. This is not going to be a side hustle for everyone. If you live in a small town where you don't have access to these clothing items, it's going to be difficult for you to find, items to resell. So this is something you want to keep in mind. If you don't live in a big town, it might be difficult for you to find these, suppliers.
The street.
Yeah, and his buy cost is so low, he's probably making $4+ on every piece.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing great. 9, 110, 111, 112.
Jeez. $20 profit a piece.
112. We got 141 pieces, $5 each.
Yep.
One of the pieces alone is worth $1,000 probably. 800 to 1,000.
There's a $1,000 item in that stack?
Between 800 and 1,000, yeah.
Are you kidding?
All right, so obviously the margins are crazy here. He found an item that is worth over $1,000. And this is another thing here. I think he's reselling on eBay, maybe other platforms as well, but it's very important to understand the platform you're going to be using to, sell your items on. So this guy obviously understands how to sell on eBay, what items are selling on eBay. I'm sure there's a lot of tools online that can help you find items that are in high demand. So this is also a skill that you need to learn before you decide to get into a side hustle like this.
You gonna show me later?
Yeah, so we left the whole bag with him because right now is the golden hour. So we got to rock and roll and find all the stuff right now.
Yeah, so you're looking for the booth where you can make the biggest deals.
And guys, if you're enjoying this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. This channel is all about side hustles. And yeah, by the way, I'm an award-winning entrepreneur. I've generated millions of dollars in sales, with different online businesses. And if you want to learn more about different side hustles, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.
Anytime before the competition gets here.
No, it's going to take us 10 minutes to go out to the car and come back.
Right.
Their competition is already here.
Yep.
We just got to beat them. Thank you very much. And then for the clothes, I'll come back. Right now, I have to run around. $3, right?
42 bucks for 14 hats, right?
Yes.
What do you think you make on those?
One of them is probably worth 500.
You're kidding me.
No. I got a Vintage Sports Specialties plain logo.
I'm almost not sure I believe you. This is crazy.
Look on eBay right now. Sports Specialties plain logo. This one here.
This hat?
Sports Specialties.
That's 500?
Plain logo. This is a very, very hard to find obscure hat. We'll search vintage, sports specialties.
Even with like the pen on there and stuff.
Some guy's autograph. The person who buys this does not care.
Yeah.
I've only found maybe 2 or 3 plain logos on mine.
So again, as you can see, this guy understands his market, okay? These collective, clothing items, collectible clothing items, this is something he understands. He's in the market. I don't think it's very hard to study and to become an expert at this, but obviously it takes a lot of time, takes dedication, And this is something he's willing to do, and that's why he's one of the best sellers, in his genre or in his niche. So yeah, very interesting stuff. He already knew the item was very high margin before he even checks the app. So it shows his level of experience.
Plain logo, $1,200, $1,025.
That's sold.
The Yankees one is very, very hard to find.
Yeah.
Another one, 750.
And you've got what, a Philadelphia one?
Yeah, 600.
No
600.
freaking way.
Look, see the MLB on the side?
No way. It's the same thing.
That's what makes it the plain logo.
You're a monster,
This
man.
is the stuff that you
This
have
is
to know.
insane.
595, 44, 380, 290.
This guy is amazing. He's a hustler. I love it.
It's not a fluke. Sports specialist plain logo.
So interesting. This is the item he got. I'm not sure he paid like something very, very low ticket for this, and he sold it for $550, which is great. It's a great margin on an item like this.
This is the stuff that you have to know, because otherwise you pass it by because it's $2 or $3. And we also got another night.
$2 or $3. He sold it for $550. Those are insane margins. I don't care what business you're in. That's great. And as you can see here, what he just said.
This is the stuff that you have to know, because otherwise you pass it by because it's $2 or $3. And we also.
This is the stuff you need to know. So before you get into this side hustle, learn the market, understand how this works, understand what is selling. And you always need to keep in mind that when it comes to reselling items, you always make the money when you're buying the item. Okay, you're gonna sell the item at market price. Okay, you might sell it for a bit more, a bit less. That's fine, but you're gonna make the money when you're actually buying the item at a very cheap price. And then you already know the market price for that item. So when you list it, you're gonna get the average market price, right? But you bought it so cheap, so you have great margins. And it's the same whether you're selling a used t-shirt or a used cap or a used car. It's the same thing. Whenever you're reselling, you make the money when you're buying, not when you're selling.
Another nice one.
Yo.
This one is maybe where.
That one I might have picked up. That one looks clean.
Yeah, maybe $30 to $50, but the plain logo.
And we're less than an hour in, folks. Now, folks, if you're watching this and thinking how you'd love to make fast money like Tech does, and you've got some video games lying around, I'd love if you checked out my website, Quick Flips. I know it's a shameless plug, but
All right, guys. So if you want to check out the full video, just go to this channel right here and watch the full thing. But yeah, I think that's enough. We understand the business model. I'm going to go ahead and score this side hustle right now. All right, so the side hustle is reselling used clothing items on eBay. Okay, and very interesting side hustle, very time consuming, but obviously this guy's making millions with it, so it's definitely worth it. I'm not sure why he doesn't have a team. Maybe he does have a team, but he's doing it for the video himself. But yeah, very interesting side hustle for sure. And now we're gonna score it out of 100. Each one of these points I'll score out of 10, and we'll get the total. All right, so the startup cost, how affordable is it to begin this? I would say this is a very affordable side hustle to start. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 for the startup cost. This is really affordable. Okay, you just go to a thrift store or to these markets, okay, and you find items. It's not going to cost more than a few dollars, and then you list that item and you make your money. Okay, so startup cost is amazing, doesn't cost much to start. Scalability, can this hustle grow into a bigger business, or is it capped? And this is, I think this is definitely, you can definitely grow this and scale this to 8 figures. I mean, this guy's doing millions. Maybe he has a small team. You probably need a lot of employees, people doing everything he's doing. So going to these markets and finding the items on eBay and doing the research and shipping the items. So obviously it's gonna take a large team to scale, but it's definitely scalable. Not super easy to scale. You need a lot of people, but I would give this a 7.5 out of 10 for scalability. Earning potential, how much money can you actually make with this side hustle? You can make a lot of money. I mean, if you can find the items where the margins are like, he found, some baseball cap that he bought for $2 and he sold for $550. Now, obviously, not every item is going to be like that, but these are insane margins. Even if you find something for $2, you sell it for $100. That's also great. I mean, this is crazy margins. So, yeah, the margins are amazing. Earning potential is definitely great. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10 for the earning potential. All right, time flexibility. Can it be done on your own schedule, part-time or remotely? Yeah, flexibility is also very high flexibility. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 for time flexibility. All right, skill requirement. How easy is it to start without specialized skills? Easier to high score. So when it comes to skills, you need to know what items you're looking for. Okay, you need to understand eBay, how it works, how to sell on eBay, how to ship the items. So obviously that's one skill you need to learn. You need to know the items that are working and selling on the platform. Maybe you need to learn how to use certain tools. There's a lot of tools online that help you find great things to sell on Amazon and eBay. I'm sure there's a tool for this. You would probably need to learn that as well. So I would say I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for the skills that are required. Number 6, competition level. Is the market oversaturated or is there room to stand out? If you find a collectible item that is in high demand, you're not going to have a lot of people that have that item, okay, like the baseball cap he found. So I would say for the competition level, it really depends on the items you find and and most of these items that you're going to be finding, okay, you're not going to be buying them unless you know that, yeah, there's demand for this. So I would give this a 9 out of 10. Number 7, risk factor. How risky is it in terms of money loss, time wasted, or legal issues? I would say this is a very low risk, business. Again, you don't need a lot of money to start. You can start small on your own time. Risk factor, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Very low risk side hustle. Sustainability. Will this side hustle still work long term or is it a short-lived trend? I would definitely say this is sustainable. It's always going to work as long as people are buying these collectible items. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for sustainability. Number 9, fun, enjoyment. Is it enjoyable, creative, or fulfilling to do? I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun. I mean, that guy is, it's like he's looking for gold, right? He's just, searching through all these different items, trying to find that one that's gonna sell for crazy amounts. So it's like a treasure hunt, right? So I would definitely give it like a 9.5. I'll give it a 9 just because it's, it can be tiring to be honest. So I'll give it a 9 for enjoyment. Number 10, overall accessibility. Can almost anyone realistically start this side hustle? I would say if you live in a big city, you can. If you live in a small town where you don't have access to these thrift shops or these, thrift markets, I think it will be a bit hard to get into this. And that's why I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for accessibility. Yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 just because might be difficult for some people. All right, so I added all of these scores and we have a total score of 86 out of 100. This is definitely an amazing side hustle, I'm not gonna lie, okay? It does have some negatives to it, which is like the amount of time you're gonna be investing, potentially going to these markets and stuff. But it's very low startup cost, high earning potential if you know what you're doing. You don't really need to learn hard skills. And that's it for this video. If you got some value from it, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want me to check out another interesting side hustle, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn about other high-paying side hustles, check out one of the videos you see on the screen right now.